Hello and welcome to this series of video talks by influential games companies from China and the United Kingdom. This content is delivered by DIT, the UK Government's Department for International Trade, and UKI, the trade body for games in the United Kingdom. DIT and UKI work in tandem to support and connect games companies to create opportunities for partnership and collaboration. In this video series, you will hear from Chinese industry experts on how to work with and enter the Chinese games market, and also from UK experts detailing how companies can establish a base in the UK and work with publishers and promotional agencies to reach the Western games audience. I hope you enjoy the presentation.
Hi, I'm going to tell you the 5 most important things you need to know about setting up in the UK from an accounting, legal, and professional point of view. Forming a UK company is incredibly easy and can be done in hours. No one needs to be British. No shareholders or directors are required to live in the UK. No requirement for any local ownership. You can own the company 100% and there is no minimum share capital. The UK legal system is excellent for business. UK law is extremely business friendly, and for good reason. It is fundamental to our country's history. Indeed, as someone once said, no one ever came here for the weather or the food. We are a nation of traders interested in trade. If you are familiar with Hong Kong, to a great extent, you are familiar with the British attitude and legal framework for business. The UK limited company structure is incredibly robust too, at protecting directors and shareholders from personal blame. The tax system isn't bad either. UK holding companies are extremely attractive. Indeed, there are only a few places it competes with internationally. Hong Kong, Singapore, Delaware C Corps in the US. We have low and clear tax rules on companies. 19% tax on corporates' profits. Low social security tax for companies employing people relative to Europe. It's 14% in the UK versus 30% in many EU countries. We have generous tax reliefs for video games and innovation. We allow, for instance, up to 20% cashback on video game development in the UK, including allowing up to £1 million of the development of the game overseas. R&D incentives allow companies a 33% cashback on the cost of creating IP vested into UK companies. Innovate grants give up to 70%. Setting up in some areas of the UK, you will also get government support. For example, Scotland and Wales. Visas. Before you establish your business in the UK, there is a visa you can apply for very easily, and it allows one person from your company to come to the UK to establish a business. They can bring their family and they have a right to stay long-term if they so choose. The person who comes cannot be a majority shareholder. It is by far the easiest and quickest visa to get. It is called the sole representative visa, but it must be applied for before you hire anyone in the UK or you begin to trade here. Otherwise, if you want to bring people in, you need to get a sponsorship license for the company. These take 3 to 6 months and costs £5,000 to £15,000, depending on a lot of different things. You can then apply person by person to bring them in. Each one takes 1 to 3 months and costs £2,000 to £5,000. So, why London and why the UK? Because, well, we're cool and good at making cool shit, be it music or video games. It's what the UK has always excelled in. We like coming up with games generally. Football, golf, rugby, cricket, tennis, and so forth. We have issues. But we also like rebelling. You see, creativity is deeply part of our culture. We have a very liberal and very independent society. People are taught to be independent, so there is a culture of freedom and free thought. From the very start, we welcome nonconformists, rebels, and pirates onto this small island, because creating cool things attracts cool people to make more cool things. Kids want to go and hang out where The Clash, Ed Sheeran, Adele, or the Rolling Stones come from. These things matter, so cool and crazy people keep turning up. Okay, it rains quite a lot. and it isn't often warm, but there isn't a volcano or tornado or an earthquake to interrupt anything. So we're very good at sitting inside and making stuff.